So I was able to get the power steering pump out of here. I went out and bought a power steering pump pulley puller. Say that a few times fast. I went and picked that up at Princess Auto yesterday, and it worked really good. I had to pull a little pulley off the front of it. That was right here. This guy was on here like so. A little puller grabs onto here, yanks it off. Just wanted to show you the fluid. This is the fluid that came out of it. Definitely not supposed to be brown. It's like an ambery brown, but it should be more like a pinky. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's pinkish red, but not brown. So yeah, I'm gonna strip out these lines and replace those. They're leaking somewhere too, so I'm going to take those out, and I'm going to redo the seal kit on the power steering pump as well and get that all 100% seals and bearings. So I went ahead and started the spark plugs. I picked those up after work today. I pulled one out the other day, and it was definitely worn. So I've taken out 3 spark plugs so far. On this vehicle, the spacing is supposed to be 0.054 of an inch. I don't know if you can really see that if I put it up against the white, but see that little space? That's more like 3/16 of an inch. The pin that's supposed to be there, there's a little bit left, is just worn down to nothing. So that's the 3 that I took out so far. You can definitely see the difference right there. What the pin is supposed to be and what it is. So when I bought it, the previous owner told me that it runs really well on premium fuel. I'm like, this vehicle should run really well on regular fuel. So once I got everything apart and pulled a plug, I'm like, that's your problem. So definitely replacing all 6 spark plugs. One thing with this van is replacing those spark plugs is a bit of a pain, and I'm glad I'm doing it now. I had to take out the air compressor for the AC out, since I got the power steering out anyways, and the washer fluid and coolant and the battery is out, so it gave me ample room to get 1, 2, and way back in right tight to the firewall. I could barely get my wrench in there. So that's one side. The way you're supposed to do it is actually through the firewall or through the fender. You reach in through here and you can kind of see them back there, right there. And it's a pain in the butt. So I'm really grateful that I was able to do that now. This is the AC compressor. That's going to go back in. Didn't get disconnected, so I haven't lost any gas or anything like that, and I'm really careful with that. But the other problem is the other 3 spark plugs are in there somewhere. I haven't even seen the ends of the wires yet, really. But yeah, that's gonna be I know I can get at some of them from the wheel well as well, so that's gonna be another task at hand. So while I had the wheel off, I don't have a hoist. I figured I might as well do the oil, because I'm definitely doing the oil regardless. Anyway, with the wheel off, it's really simple. Oil filter goes right there. Drain plug is right there. It's a 13 mil. I used a 13 mil deep socket, and that popped it off nice and easy. I'm gonna do my cleaning up, my cleaning method with some cleaner and a scraper. Make sure I get off all that old residue and gunk and stuff. I'm just letting it drip out. But yeah, definitely worthwhile doing while you have the wheel off. As I'm down here, I also noticed I'm gonna have to do a little bit, if I can get it here, Where is it? Right here on the exhaust. Somebody's tried to patch it before. I see there's a crack right up here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is definitely a patch over a hole. I did hear something like that when I was driving, but so I'll probably grind this old little weld off and see what I can do, and then make a larger patch and patch it right over, because it's right on the manifold. So I definitely don't want to replace that. I just want to fix it up, clean up all this oil, and I'm going to do an inspection on the rest of the exhaust and see if there's any other holes or leaks or anything like that, because I don't like noisy vehicles. I hate hearing my vehicles be noisy. Anyway, let's go back up top. Since this vehicle has 360 something thousand kilometers on it, I'm switching to a full synthetic. So I ended up picking up a Mobile 1 full synthetic extended performance to go with my Royal Purple high mileage motor oil. It's winter, but I pretty much run 5W30 all the time. Also I got a deal on this at Canadian Tire. Royal Purple is a little bit more expensive of an oil, or it's fairly more expensive. It was on sale. I got it for $40 a jug. I'm going to do this on this Ford vehicle and a Honda CR-V that I have, because it's also in the 300 and something thousand kilometers. My Ford 1-ton, I'm not going to do it on. It's still burning nice and clean. There's not a lot of carbon buildup or anything. This vehicle does have some carbon buildup and needs to be cleaned out. Anyway, I was going to get the Royal Purple filter, but I couldn't get one for this vehicle unless I ordered it online, which was going to be $40 a filter, and it was going to take a long time to get in. And I can get these. After talking to them, the Mobile 1 is perfectly fine. Just make sure you get one that's meant for synthetic oil. On the box, it doesn't say it right on here, but my old filter is currently in the box, and you want the right at the bottom, I believe, 24,000 kilometers of protection combined with synthetic motor oils. Make sure somewhere on there that it's saying that it's good for synthetic oil, and just buy yourself a good quality filter. Oh yeah, here's my messy garage. Good times in the mess. I do have a cart in a box that I need to build. Service cart, Princess Auto, on sale. I think it was $50 or something. But I need to build that so that doesn't happen one of these days. Well, it was an exciting time. On Thursday and Friday I got multiple boxes of parts. This is just all the parts for this guy, for the 95 Ford Aerostar. I got parts in for a few other vehicles for my friends, some brake pads, rotors and stuff like that. So anyway, I was able to get my front brakes, my rear shoes. This is the important part that I need today. It's my nice new fan. Let's safely over here. Then a couple other pieces of brakes, some new banjo bolts. From previous experience, I learned just order these, because if they break or they're rusted or the threads are bad, just order a brand new set of banjo bolts. These are the bolts that go on the top, or between your they go on the end of your brake line into the caliper, or not the caliper, the caliper. And it's got the little hole on the side for the fluid to go through, and the hole in the end. And it comes, make sure you order them when they have the washers. If you just order the banjo bolts, you should always replace the washers every time you take them off. You can order a bag of washers separately, but it's usually a better deal if you order the bolt and the washers together. And then my new belt. Last time I ordered the belt, I didn't realize it said without air conditioning, so I had to order a new one with air conditioning so that it fits. The other one was about 3/4 of an inch too short. There's just no possible way to stretch those belts to make them fit. And then basically all these parts are going to be actually, I think this is my brake pads, the heavy duty ones. These other Monroe ones are for my friend's Dodge Caravan. And then these are all just rebuild kits and everything for the that's your rear drum kit. There's probably 2 of those in here, and a front kit too, I imagine. Oh, no, that's all my rear drum stuff. So every time you replace your rear drum stuff, I like to put all new stuff in. I think both kits were about $15 combined. That's your adjuster, that's all your new springs and everything to go with the drums, or the drum pads. So we got another kit here, that one, and hopefully I have another one. And there you go, more. That's what I got. These guys are also, I like to replace these every time. It's your drain bolts for your fluid. I like to replace those because the ones on here are actually rusted right over and the hole is completely plugged. Getting the dust caps is kind of, I haven't been able to find somewhere that sources the dust caps locally or even online. I just go to Pick and Pull and grab them while I'm there. These kits are slightly different, one's silver, one's yellowish in color, but they're the same thing, I guess. Supplied by the same people, so I guess it's the same thing, the same parts and everything. And I think this is for both wheels, I really hope. It should be. Anyway, let's get, that's my little Rock Auto haul for the week. And I can, now I got my fan blade and my new belt. I can slap those in today. I added some color, the one I was reinstalling everything as I mentioned before. Got some yellow, green, orange, my blue for my water pumps and everything. Just throwing some color in there just to brighten things up when you open up the hood. And I don't know how long it will last. Maybe it'll peel off in the first 100 kilometers, but whatever, it's fun. So hopefully we'll have this on the road. Oh yeah, the best mechanic tool ever, a machete. Had to use that just to hold a line in place or something. But yeah.